Welcome to the MSAR pilot. This is the ER end user training. We will be covering part 3 using the portal in this video. The ER end user training is comprised of 3 parts. In part 1, we provide information on the MSAR application as a whole, and we provided detailed instructions on how to access the mobile app. In part 2, we provided details on how to use the mobile app to create a new DDIR and how to submit it to the portal. Now in this video, we are going to provide you details on how to use the portal to finalize your DDIR and how to submit it for approval. The first thing I want to cover is how to get help. Your first point of contact is your supervisor. He or she has been trained on the MSAR application, and they understand how the application supports your emergency relief program. You may also access the MSAR support site, which is a public SharePoint site that has been deployed to help you find answers to your questions. On this site, you will see the training videos, and you will also get access to FAQs as well as tips and tricks. The other resource you have is you can send an email to msarsupport@dot.gov. This email address is being reviewed by several stakeholders, the application owner, and some other technical folks, and they can absolutely help answer any questions or help you resolve any technical issues you may find. Let's go through the system overview. I know you've seen this diagram in previous videos. In today's training, we are going to be covering the bottom section of the diagram, which includes portal access, how to finalize your reports and submit them for approval, and also how to run reports and see what data is currently in the system. Before we get too far forward, I want to make sure that you have a couple of things completed so that you can follow along the video. The first thing is that you must have logged into the portal, and then you must also have internet access and a browser. Now the MSAR application supports all the modern browsers, so you could use Internet Explorer or Chrome or Firefox or Safari, but we just need to make sure that you currently have access to the portal and you have validated your username and password. If you have answered no to any of the questions above, please stop and revisit Part 1, MSAR Overview and Access. The next thing I want to share with you is a quick cheat sheet on the example we will be reviewing. So in the previous video, I was a field user associated with Texas DOT, and I was entering a DDIR against the Texas April 2016 storms and flooding event. We're going to continue on that and finalize that report that I submitted. So I just wanted to cover a couple of things. Again, the report name is a naming convention by district, county, and site, and that is really dictated by each state, so it might be different where you are. And then the facility name is basically the road name, the facility number, something like FM 1431. And then the last thing that we talked about in the last video was that when you're out in the field on the mobile app, it is okay to create these high-level estimates on the repairs that you would expect. Now, when you're finalizing your DIR and sending it for approval, you will want to make sure to attach supporting documentation and to have any sort of details that you need in the attachment. I will show you how to do this during this session. Okay, so the first section that I want to share with you has to do with portal navigation and settings. I will show you the different sections of the portal. We will walk you through how to update personal settings and then how to search for a specific record. There's one note. As I'm going through my exercise, I will be entering all of my data in a sandbox. So you will notice that the URL is different than the one that you are using. So just make sure that when you access the program, you are accessing dot.my.salesforce.com. Okay, when you access the application for the first time, you will see a screen that looks similar like the image that we have here. And the application is really divided into four main sections. Section 1, which is this top part here, basically has the global search bar. It has the ability for me to get access to my personal settings if I wanted to update. If I'm out of the office and I want to make someone else the approver of my records, I can do that there. I can also reset my password there, etc. And then I also have the ability to do help and training, access different training records for the underlying program, which is Salesforce. Now, I just want to know that depending on your access to the application, you may not see all of these links. This image that I'm showing is for a state coordinator. The second tab of the application is right here, and this relates to the different tabs of the application. And you should see Home Events, DSR DDIRs, Event Dashboard, Disaster Dashboard, Reports, and Dashboards. And in the next segment of this video, I will walk you through how to make modifications to what is displayed there. The third section, which is the largest section on the screen, basically